but that's okay. The queen sends you out on that mission. You're the rubber band cutter. I don't want to be the rubber band cutter. You're the rubber band cutter. Go cut rubber bands. I don't want to do it. Come here. One laying on my hand. Oh, it just went to the bathroom. It just peed. What are you doing? I want to put all the stuff on the cart, drag it down there. I've got to get my gear on, get my smoker lit. And then we will get into that hive and start the messy part of this video. It's not going to be fun, people. Oh, we have ants everywhere. Okay, there it is. There it is, right there. Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we have something interesting to do, and it's actually, I'm getting paid back for my laziness. Hi, chicken. Anyways, there are 5 more chickens in there, by the way. The rest of them must be hiding here in the coop. Anyways, I'm getting paid back for my laziness because, if you remember, we took some of the bee barns off of the front row here, and we made swarm traps out of them, and I've caught plenty of swarms in them this year. The only problem is, I've got a swarm trap bee barn down here on the right-hand side of the yard that caught a swarm probably maybe 2 months ago. And inside the bee barn, I had 8 frames. Now it's all overgrown. I mean, you can't even see it back there. It's there, I promise you. Let's go back in and have a look. I've got 8 frames, 8 standard Langstroth frames. And you can tell, first of all, this thing is on an angle. Let's get the right angle here. It's on an angle. Anyways, and the frames that are in there only go to about right there, which means they've probably drawn a bunch of crazy comb up underneath of it. So my goal today is to go through this thing and try to get these girls in a standard box. But before we do that, we're gonna have to cut down some leaves. We're gonna have to do some deforestation here in order to get back there and do this. This is going to be a mess. And I could just dive in the way that I usually do, but I think what I'm going to try to do is get prepared, and I'm going to try to set up some medium frames with rubber bands and some deep frames with rubber bands in case I have to cut out any crazy comb and make it fit in the Langstroth. And I think the goal will be to do all of this on a cart and then set the finished hive on top of the bee barn and choke off the bee barn so that no more bees can get inside of it. I think that's the plan, that's the goal. So let's go up to the shop and get prepared. All right, well, welcome to the basement. Now, I don't leave the comment that your shop is a mess. My shop's always a mess. It's a working shop. I'm always doing stuff in here. All right, the goal is to remove some foundation out of these and then tie some rubber bands together and make these. That is the goal, that is the plan. Because I have some number 64 rubber bands, which are the wrong size rubber bands. I'm also drinking Gold Peak tea. This is not a sponsor. I'm not sponsoring Gold Peak tea, but this is Gold Peak tea. It's not that good in my opinion. My wife keeps buying it, and I'd rather have water, but the water's in the trunk of her car, so I'm drinking Gold Peak tea this morning. Maybe I should shake it first. I don't know. It's not that good, and I really don't like sugared tea. I like my tea unsweet with a little bit of lemon in it, but that's okay. Pre-manufactured stuff is just gross. I should make my own tea. Like the settlers did. Like the pilgrims did back in the day. Made their own tea. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I have one. This is a prototype. So I'm going to hook these rubber bands together as people had told me to do in the comments. And there we go. So that would be the back of a frame. In the field, I will put the comb in and then do the same thing to the front of the frame. So I need to make a handful of these. I don't know. You know what? You know what I need to do? So I've got 8 frames inside that bee barn, just like this, and I'm pretty certain that those frames have been drawn out and there are bees on them. My concern is all the comb down on the bottom. Now, I don't want to put a double deep hive back there because, quite honestly, I'm pretty much out of deeps. I actually may have to use one of my own hives, and my own hives aren't for me. They're for you, but if it comes down to it, we will use one of my own hives. All right, let's see here. One. Let's tie these together. Very easy. Bing. All right, all right. There's two. We'll just make a handful of these. And look at this. So this is we're gonna have a little aside here. Let me show the camera this. I don't know whether you're gonna be able to pick this up. But see all that little white fuzzy stuff in there? That's not wax. Those are wax moth eggs. So the wax moths have found this just plain old waxed frame, and they've tried laying eggs on it, but now there's no pollen in there, so there's no protein, so they can't do anything with it. But it's just, I hate wax moths. Hate them. Just hate them. All right, all right, all right. Let's see here. This won't take long. We're not going to be in the shop that long in this video. Most people are like, okay, I'm tuning out. It's a shop video. We don't like the shop videos. No, don't tune out. We're going to get out to the yard. We're going to get out there. We're going to make it happen. All of our dreams will come true. I promise you. I just want to make sure that I'm prepared with everything that I need when I get out there. Let's go ahead and finish up what we're doing here. The only reason we're here, this video is, it's not a shop video. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's not we're not going to be in here the whole time. It seems that way because I just keep rambling on about stuff and go off on tangents here and there and everywhere, but it's kind of what I do. I have a lot of competing thoughts in the old brain pan. And I like to get them out. I like to express them. Got to let them out. If I don't let them out, they annoy me. But what I really need is I need the right number rubber band. Somebody, I think, told me in the comments what the correct number was. But the number 64 is not it. At least not for the deep frames. I haven't tried it on the medium frames. Maybe it's the correct one for the medium frames. We'll find out. Have my TV set right there, but I can't put anything on it. Maybe I'll put a graphic on there or something in post. The Bug Farmer logo, we'll put that on there. But copyrights and all that other fun stuff. Which is no fun. I like to listen to music when I'm in my shop, and can't listen to music, can't do anything unless you pay somebody. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, I like getting paid. I'm sure you like getting paid. But as long as it's not the main focus of the video, there shouldn't be a charge. I should be allowed to make a video with a radio station going in the background that's playing copyrighted music, but if the camera's not focused on the radio and that's not the main event, I shouldn't be charged or held responsible for it. You know? The only thing I don't like about doing this is that the bees have to then chew the rubber bands in half. And you know, the bee that chews the rubber band in half first, it's going to come back and snap him in the head, or snap her in the head. That's not good. It's like the queen sends you out on that mission. You're the rubber band cutter. I don't want to be the rubber band cutter. You're the rubber band cutter. Go cut the rubber bands. I don't want to do it. Charlie did it. I saw Charlie do it. Came back, snapped him in the head. He hadn't been the same since. Poor Charlie. All right, so there are those. Now, I need to get at least 8 mediums into the same thing. So I was over there getting these frames in my old shop next door, which is going to be the honey house, but it's not going to be the honey house, not this year. I haven't had time to get it done. So we're going to be harvesting in the garage again this year, but that's not the point of what I was about to say. I had an idea in there, and, I got to thinking. For those of you who don't like the in the shop videos, now we don't have to be in the shop right now. And the reason is because the wall behind me is actually a green screen. So we can put ourselves next to a lake. We can put ourselves out in the forest. Out in a field filled with wildflowers. I mean, we can go anywhere. Ocean, you want to go to the ocean? We can go, we'll be on the beach. Do whatever we want to do. We can be wherever we want to be. And then we can break foundation. That is heavily waxed, that's a shame because that is a that was a good foundation. Actually, you know what? Just because it's got a crack on it doesn't mean the bees won't use it. I hate to throw things away. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I can probably still use that. I think the bees can repair it with wax. All right, now let's see if the number 64 rubber band is the correct rubber band for a, oh, it's not. I thought it might work for a medium, but it's not gonna happen. It's not happening. All right. So after we do this, we have to figure out a hive because I'm out of hives. I think I have one 8-framer sitting somewhere. And then, like I said, I've got some other ones that aren't really for me. Those of you who know. I've got an announcement to make. I'm not making it today, but some of you already know. Some of you have been wandering around the old YouTube page and have made a discovery that I've not announced publicly yet. Primarily because we want to take things slow. We don't want to overwhelm the bug farmer. We don't want to do it. But I've been working on a secret project for about a year now. And it's about time for it not to be a secret anymore. And for some of you, it's already not a secret. But for others it is. You know, I'm not really looking forward to getting into this bee barn and doing this, or that little nuke. I mean, it's going to be a mess. I've already got my second pair of gloves right here ready to go because I know they're going to get just covered in honey. The bees are not going to be happy with me. Oh, no. I mean, it's not going to be fun. It never is, but that's what happens when you neglect a hive. I neglected it. I neglected 2 of them. I've been focusing on trying to get these girls to fill the boxes because, again, harvest is coming, and I tell you what, I know that harvest is coming because dearth is here. And I know that. I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's been a bee flying around. There it is right there, actually. There it is. Been flying around in my shop, and that's because yesterday I had the shop doors open. Come here. One laying on my hand. Oh, it just went to the bathroom. It just peed. What are you doing? There it is right there. Come here. It just peed on my equipment. Don't do that. Go. Well, you see it can't get outside. It wants to go outside. It can't. It's flying around the lights. Anyways, I know that I'm in dearth because I opened the shop door yesterday, the garage door, and that's where I've got all of these frames and everything sitting. And I tell you what, if I had one bee in there yesterday, I had 1,000. There were 1,000 bees just flying around. They came into the side of the shop over the wall there, and well, most of them got out. I just shut the lights out, and when it got dark outside, they evacuated. This one decided to stay. I think it hung out over there by my drill press. I leave that drill press light on all the time. Not because I'm lazy. I just like it's like a night light for the shop. That way, if I come down here in the middle of the night for something, I can find my way around. But that one stayed, and now she can't get out, and I feel bad for her. But I can't let her out by opening the garage door over there without letting 1,000 more bees in, so I don't want to do that either. So I'm going to go find my big pruners. We're going to put all the stuff on the cart, drag it down there. I've got to get my gear on, get my smoker lit. And then we will get into that hive and start the messy part of this video. It's not going to be fun, people. Oh, and one more thing. Before we go down there, I just came to mind because of the smoker. I want to give a shout out to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. He had a video out this week where he actually mentioned the bug farmer in his video. I want to tell him how much I appreciate that. Anytime you can send any of your subscribers over to check me out who may not have found the bug farmer channel yet, I really appreciate it. And any of you that are following my channel and you'd like to go over and check out his, that would certainly make him happy. And it makes me happy that you get to discover some other beekeepers out there. Anyways, it's a Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. But go give him a shot. You don't have to tell him Bug Farmer sent you or anything. Just go over there if you like his content. Subscribe, like the videos. Let's grow his channel a little bit. I know that it's always nice when people do that. I remember when I was starting my YouTube channel, and I would get shout outs. I mean, one of the biggest shout outs that I ever got, and I try to reciprocate whenever I can. to this gentleman. I mention him in videos all the time, and you know, it's Mike Berry. One of the biggest shout outs I ever got was from Mike Berry. He was going over to do harvest over at Mr. Ed's, and it was Mr. Ed's biggest video of the year. It was Mike Berry's biggest video of the year, and he gave me a great shout out. I think he was talking about the time I got stung 26 times. I mean, it was because it was a funny video, and I think he saw that and gave me a shout out, and that sent a lot of people over to my channel and allowed me to get discovered. So if you have not heard of, and I know you have, but if you haven't heard of the world famous Mike Berry, go out and give Mike Berry a shot. He doesn't tell you how to do bees, he just shows you how he does bees, but it's a great channel, he's a great guy, and you'll like that channel as well. So there you go, 2 channel shout outs. I don't do that very often, but when someone shouts me out, I will reciprocate and shout them out back. But that's Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead, and Mike Berry, the world famous Mike Berry. Just search for Mike Berry, not world famous Mike Berry. We all know him as world famous Mike Berry, but there you go. And if you haven't found him before, either one of them, go ahead and subscribe. It can't hurt. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're watching this video, if you're still here past everything that we've done, and you haven't subscribed to my channel or given me a like, do me a favor. It's free. It's free, costs absolutely nothing. Go ahead and give me a like, comment, and a subscribe. Say something down in the comment. Talk amongst yourselves. It'll all be great. All of that said, let's jump out there and have a look at what we can find in that bee barn. Okay, let's get this cart in here first. Oh, they're already excited. Look at them. Let's see what we can see here. I hope this is not bad. I have a feeling it's going to be. Oh, we have ants everywhere. Holy moly. And they're fighting them off, but we have ants everywhere. Okay. I'm back, and I brought the Beetle Sucker 5000. Let me get rid of these ants. Yeah, you picked the wrong hive there, ants. All right, Beetle Sucker 5000 works wonders on ants. Okay, let's have a look here. Well, kind of does wonders on ants. There's still a lot of ants on here. All right, let us see what we can see. Hello, ladies. I'm here to save you from the ants. This may not be as bad as I thought. I don't know how they can keep an ant infestation like that at bay. This must be a strong hive. Let's have a look here. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll move that right here. All right. Let's see what we have here. You're moving out today, ladies. You're moving out. Okay. I don't know if we're going to see the queen anywhere. We do have a little bit of comb hanging there. This is what I was worried about, but it's not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. We may have just gotten here in the nick of time. I don't see a queen, but then again, I've got sweat on my glasses. It's a nice frame. Go to the next one. They've got most of these drawn out, which is a good sign, but that also tells me that they don't have anybody down on the bottom, which is good. I think that was the only crazy comb that we were going to see. We did our whole garage basement shop episode for naught. Look at that. Good looking frame though. Son of a gun. Okay. Okay. You're getting out of ant land. Ant land is going to be nothing but a bad memory. Okay. I don't see the queen, but we know she's in there somewhere. You may have seen her already. Okay, this turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out, folks. The question is, where is the queen? Okay, this is janky comb. Janky, gunchified stuff. Oh, it'll look nice in my wax melter. Okay. Now I've got to get all these bees out of here and into this hive. So the question is the queen down in here? Let me get a queen cage, just in case. I hate to leave anybody in here. I really do. I could get the bee vac and vacuum them up. I think maybe that's what I'll do. And I will suck these bees up and throw them in that hive. Be right back. All right, I thought for sure that this is going to be a lot harder than it is. It's not too bad. That's too powerful. I know it's too powerful when they start, whoa, putting the banana on me. There we go. That way if the queen's in here, we can get her back with her family. Don't want to suck up any ants, that's for sure. There we go. I think that should do it. Let's set this hive up here. Here we go. All right. A 10-frame box sitting on top of an 8-frame lid is generally not a good configuration. There we go. There you go, ladies. I really don't want to leave them up here because of the ants, but let's get these girls inside. We're going to get these girls in the hive. There we go. There you go. Oh, they're putting the banana all over me, though. Hey, I'm helping you here, ladies. I am your biggest fan. Get off there. Stop it. All right. I know you're angry. I just sucked you up into the vortex of doom. But look at what I just did for you. Look at what you got now. The ants will leave you alone. You can seal up against them. Maybe if I could just keep this thing on there. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to find another home for this hive. Oh man, it just fall. Ah, that could have been bad. All right, this is the old stand that I had for my resource hive. This hive to sit on it. All right, well that was not too tough. Now I can tell you this, I need to apologize because I've filmed this entire video without this mic plugged in. So we've been counting on the mic on the other camera, which didn't have the dead cat on it. And there's been wind out here, and in the shop it was probably very echoey because that's how it is unless I use the lav mic. So I apologize. I just realized it was unplugged and plugged it in so that I could say this to you and before we go up and deal with that Pro NUC situation. But there you go, and there you have it. We did manage to get through here. There is no queen, dead queen in this box, and there's no dead queen in the BVAC, which means we have a live queen in there. And it was a lot easier to move the girls from here to there than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to have a lot of that open air comb hanging on the bottom of the frames. And that's why we did all that preparation, but it wasn't necessary. But we're going to use that. We're going to use that. Trust me. When we get to the Pro NUC up there, it's a nightmare. We're going to use some of those frames, maybe not all of them. But everything turned out right, and it looks like the Beetle Sucker 5000's got another use for it. It's now the Ant Sucker as well. It's a multi-purpose device, so if you haven't built one, build one. You are going to like it. It seems kind of cheesy, but it works wonders. everything is right with the world. They're in great shape. I tried to stack that hive on top of here, but this hive's on such an angle, and that hive is so heavily waxed that with the hot sun, in the hot weather around us here, the wax was melting and the hive was trying to slide off the top of this hive, so we had to put it on its own stand. Fortunately for me, I had the stand that I built for the resource hive, which is back there on the block and rail system, so that is perfect for the 10 framer, and I think everything will be right with the world. Eventually, I will get these girls moved back up to that part of the apiary, but that probably will not happen until fall. So there you go, and there you have it. Anyways, let's run up here and handle this Pro NUC so that I can get out of this bee suit, because I tell you what, I'm a pool of goo right now. It is so hot and humid out here. It must be 95 degrees and 1,000% humidity. The only thing keeping me from bursting into flames is the humidity. I mean, it's that hot out here. This is gross. But let's zip up there and deal with the Pro NUC really quick. Let's see here. This is not going to come off easy. So we're going to have to. Oh man, they're already pissed. Hey, I'm here to make your world better, ladies. I'm here to make your world better. Let me in here. Ugh. This is the worst. It is. Oh man. It is stuck on there. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can't get it off now. Oh man. Okay. Hello. Okay, there it is. There it is, right there. Okay. So let us do this first. We're going to turn it over. We're going to set it on top. We're going to set a frame up, upside down, up here. There we go. Hello. I'm about to make your world better, ladies. Oh, they got queen cells in here and everything. It's because they were ready to swarm. They didn't have a choice. They were out of, yeah, that's a populated queen cell. I don't think you're going to need that. It's a swarm cell. I don't think you're going to need those either. We're making your world better right now. I get it. There we go. There we go. All right. And that is a hot piece of comb there. So we'll lay that right in there, like so. We will take this, move it up there for a second. Let's get some more rubber bands on there. This is the Dirt Rooster special here. Hope you can hear me this time. I'm sorry about that mic. The first half of the video. If you made it this far, most people probably haven't. They're like, man, this is terrible. This is terrible. I can't even get in here to get my rubber bands. Let me in. Oh, the hair on my chinny chin chin. Ah, there we go. Set these right there. This one and this one. There we go. There we go. On there and on there. And I think I might be able to get by with just, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna cut corners here, fellas. We're gonna do it the right way. I mean, the rightest way we possibly can, considering I have the wrong rubber bands. No need to cut corners. Okay, there we go. There's that, and there's that. Now, let's take this frame, set it there. Let's scooch this over here, put these girls back in their hive. Get over here. You're getting the old squeegee action there. There you go. This is going to go up here. We want you to pull some of these frames this one, which was on the edge, is going to be on the edge. Right there. Okay. All right, ladies. Now, let the move begin. If I see the queen, great. If I don't, that's okay too. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful frame. Let's see if we can see her. We'll just have a quick look. Do a cursory look on these frames, see if we can't find the queen. I don't see her there. I do not see her there. We'll drop these bees right in here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, goodness. Do another cursory look here. These girls are about to pop. They're about to pop. There's a teacup, and I'm sure it's charged. No, it's not, but if I was making a teacup in this hive, I'd make sure it was charged. These girls are, they're ready to swarm. They were totally out of room. Look at that. That's a lot of bees. Okay. In the hive. There you go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, my goodness. This nuke is packed. Do you see the queen on there? How about on this side? I don't, but that's a lot of bees. Put them down in there. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a lot of bees. Holy moly, look at this. Holy moly, if I was a queen, I'd be on that frame. Yikes. Oh, and there's a queen cell. We're going to go ahead and whack it. Swarm cell. It is charged. There's another one. Charged. Don't need to swarm now, ladies. Your ship has come in, so to speak. Now we have to look inside of this box. Let's take these. Oh, we can't take those out. Those are glued in by the bees now. Let's have a look. Holy moly. All right, the queen may be in there. Let's throw those bees right there. Okay. Oh, there are queen cells all over the place in here. Oh yeah, heck. Holy moly. Let's give them this. There you go. There's your 8 frames, your super nice digs. Enjoy that. Now, let's give them let's give them these girls. They need these bees back from the lid. Now, I do not have an inner cover that I can use. Again, I have a lot of inner covers, but they're for you, not for me. All right, let's see here. Now, we want them to see this as their nuke, because that's where their nuke has been sitting. So I will take this comb off of here, and I will leave this out here for them. There you go, ladies. Beautiful. All right, we've done it. All right, well, there you go. The end of another adventure. Now, I tell you what, everything turned out just the way that I was hoping that it would turn out. It wasn't exactly the same scenario that I was expecting to find. I thought for sure that bee barn down by the lake was going to have open air comb underneath of all of those standard deep frames inside that box. And instead, we found an ant infestation. But the Beetle Sucker 5000, let me tell you, multi-purpose tool. You can make yourself one, and you saw it. It ate up those ants just like it eats up beetles. So that was A-okay. We managed to rescue them, get them in their own 10-frame hive. Everything is right with the world, and we're going to talk about that hive in a minute, just for you folks who stayed to the end of the video. I'm going to give you some information that I've not given anybody else. Some people have stumbled upon the information, but I'm going to give it directly to you. And the Pro NUC was what I expected it to be, and that's because I peeked into it the last time I was in the bee yard, and it's a nightmare. But we got them in their own hive, and everything should be right with the world for them. Now, I want to talk to you about that premium bug farmer hive that you saw back there in the back that we put those girls into. Yes, I have my own line of hives. I have standard and I have premium. They are New Zealand tight-grained pine. They are microcrystalline wax dipped. I've got premium features on the premium hives that you won't find on any other hives out there, and we'll talk about that in some upcoming videos. Or you can go to bugfarmerbees.com and have a look and see what it is that I'm offering. The reason I'm telling you at the end of a video instead of at the beginning of the video, I'm counting on the fact that a lot of people have dropped off, and I don't want to get overwhelmed or swamped with a bunch of orders and then me not be able to fulfill all the orders in time, and then someone thinks that I have bad shipping, because right now it's only me. And I will be happy to get your order out to you as quickly as possible. Now, the premium hive is probably going to take a week delay before I can get it shipped to you, because I've got to build those as they're needed. I've got to do the countersinking on the holes, get the brass screws set up, get the frames together, make sure everything's dipped in microcrystalline wax. It takes a little bit more for me to get that out to you than it does the standard. The standard hives I've already got ready to go, so I can get those out to you fairly quickly. You are going to find out that I've got more than beehives. I've got filling machines. I've got beekeeping supplies of all types. I've got honey bottles. If you need to put your honey in bottles come the end of the season, I can help you with that. My goal is to provide quality beekeeping equipment at a reasonable price. I mean, that's the goal of any outfit, right? We want to provide the best quality and value as we can to you, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that I'm giving you proper value for your money, because money's tough to come by right now. Now, I don't have a great smoker for sale on the site yet. I do have a smoker, and it's the Econo smoker. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, and a lot of other people are selling this as their standard smoker. Well, I've used it. I showed it to you in a video already. You just didn't know I was showing it to you, and it's a nice smoker, but it's going to last about a season, maybe two. It's a good backup smoker. And if you need a cheap smoker, I mean, I'm selling it for cheap, like $15. I'll get it to you. You can use it. It will work. It does smoke the bees, and I'll still use it. You'll see it in this video, but it's not something that I'm going to say is the grand smoker, and I'm not going to charge you $35, $40 for it like other sites are charging for the exact same smoker. I'm going to sell it to you for what it's worth, and that's about 15 bucks. So with all of that said, I want to thank you for being out there. I want to thank you for always stopping by every Friday to look at my channel, and I hope that you can become a customer of bugfarmerbees.com, or just click on the store tab in the YouTube page, and you will get there. You will see what I've got. Once you get to the store page on the YouTube tab, click on any one of the products, and that will take you to the full store. Right now, YouTube, I think, only lets you have 30 or so products on the page. I've got many more than 30, and I'm adding more every day. So with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, take a moment, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light. We try to have fun. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So with all of that said, have a great day, be happy, and I will see you next week. Take care.